we're not going crazy big. This is 9.5 pound. This one.
Is it two-part piece or one piece? Two pieces, good.
So at home, he told me when he's doing a two-piece, he'll have two wheels, and he'll throw one with one hand and one with the other.
And another two with one in each foot.
And did he learn that from you?
No.
We can't do that. I can't do that. We're talking about body strength being such an advantage.
We have so many other disadvantages.
There you go.
Mary Ann over there.
I've learned that over. It's been trained in it.
They're born to lie.
So with bigger stuff, I would just check the thickness with a needle tool.
And how thick are you going for?
That was about 3.
I'd probably want about, what's that, ½ inch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It converted from metric to.
Oh.
Yeah. It looked like more like a third of an inch, so I think he's not got it down.
Oh, 3/4 of an inch.
No, a third.
A third? Oh no, it's definitely more half.
Was it?
Yeah.
So that's my eyes then.
I was thinking 67 millimeters.
So I'll spend a while just compressing this base on bigger stuff. You always want to make sure your foundations are right before you build up.
What's your studio like? You throw near a window? Do you play music? What's the ambiance like?
I have the radio going. Yeah, my scented candle.
The water feature rolling in.
That's it, yeah.
Hired audience just to.
I've seen the video though, he does have the scented candle going.
Yeah.
And he plays good music.
What kind of music is
Well, on the
this?
video.
plays good music.
I thought that was to wax the bottom of your pots.
Keep his turn his torchlight.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he does. He puts his torch near it every time. He doesn't have buttons. A better igniter. Their biggest acetylene tank.
Do you throw set hours every day? Like, oh, you go in your studio 9 to 5?
Yeah, I'm 10 to 5. Right?
Crazy.
So here I'm using the side of my index finger on the inside, rather than fingertips. So when I get to about there, I can get my hand inside, and I can keep the rim in check as well. So with bigger stuff, I like to use a solid rib, just to guard the outside. So I'm just really kind of compressing it against the rib, taking those lumps and bumps out. I'll start putting some shape into it.
Man, is this
So funny for me when I give one away. People ask, well, what do you do with the top? And I'm like, they'll get like a strand of grass instead of, you gotta put something on the top.
I get that all the time. Even put in there one flower. Yeah.
Say yes.
So now we've got a bit of shape going in here. I'll start using the flexible. I'm just using the tips of my fingers on the inside. So the piece I've got to go on top of this is £3. So it's kind of guessing, just guessing the weight really. I'll torch that now.
And it glaze, it's called something. No, it's a neck something. No, not Northern. It's a
MasterCard?
MasterCard.
Is that what you're trying for?
Yeah, MasterCard. Yeah, big MasterCard.
But see, mine's not a big rose
No, no,
mill.
no.
Torch,
Jose.
handheld torch.
Here's the fan.
Yeah, it comes
I
separate.
wouldn't have been.
Sometimes you just let people talk. Enjoy life.
Looks like a size of crystal.
Torch tip.
Torch tip.
Is that for sure? She was just, we're talking about torches. I mean, Jose's torch.
Better than the one you made up for Bill Powell.
That was horrible. Although somebody had one.
I got it.
Yeah, that seemed to work better.
So the piece you bought.
Mine works
You're using
wonderful.
the
I
tank,
love mine.
The small little tank.
Yeah,
I wonder
I
if-
run them on boat.
Yeah, you had it here yesterday.
I've got it here today.
Yeah, but
They
I
work
mean,
great.
when we had the hookup, it was really slow.
I think, as I recall though, you were running it through a regulator. And these are not designed to run through a regulator, it's designed to run full pressure off the tank.
Didn't you also
Which
drill
is
out
interesting because they tried to talk us into buying a regulator for this one. You need a regulator for that.
Didn't you also drill out the orifice too?
I think, Avi, didn't you alter the tip? Somebody did, and it, we just blamed him for that then.
Yeah, but the one I got runs, you don't run it, it runs
But you have the
full
tip?
pressure off the tank.
Oh. So with each layer, it says the CNC tends to block it, I'm not sure.
Should you have your hands near the
Do you use the crystalline glaze or crystal glaze or anyways?
That's a good point. I've got flames.
I would back off.
And that's.
That's
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah, studio just white ones to match books.
Laura actually is making a big comeback. The 90s are coming back.
At least the day I was around.
So obviously go straight down to the wheel head. I don't want the base of this too wide, because obviously now we're working upside down. So I won't throw this up too much. I'll do most of the throwing when it's attached. So I'll just undercut the inside and the outside here, so it's a nice clean cut when I run the wire through. And I shall flame that off.
So the inside wall would parallel down to the base. It's parallel.
Yeah. So I only want to torch this a little bit. If I do too much, it's going to be hard to then continue throwing it up. Also, normally when I attach the pieces, I would probably let them sit for half an hour or so, just to let that slip even out on both sides before I continue throwing it. Like a cone, an old metal cone that's been pushed apart. It's quite nice to use. got any good slip.
So markings, I'll just grind a little notch on it. Anytime I take something off the wheel and put it back on, I always know that I'm putting it back on in the same orientation, and so it
That's
lines
smart.
up again.
For these ones, I just like to throw the top first, so you never have to take the bottom off.
Having it?
Not a bad idea.
Ah, that's interesting too.
Know where you're going?
I like it.
I don't understand.
Smarty pants.
Oh, it does have to do with that, yeah, the second one, I got it.
That's a process that I use helps
Right.
also for giffin grips. Because giffin grips, so I'll mark the side of one of my giffin grips, and that's the one that I put against the red mark on the wheel. Because the giffin grip, if you turn it just a little bit off, it's not quite centered.
Right, that's smart too.
Don't help people play buddies. Some of it.
So I just gently tap the top to try and sit that on there. And I would use just the tip of the kidney just to go round and smooth that in. So yeah, at this stage normally I would leave that to set the slip because that's a little bit slippy still on there.
Looks a little wonky.
What's happened there?
Did it dry
Well, I kept it spinning throughout lunch so that there wouldn't be a draft on it, but I might have to wrestle with it a bit now.
You're kidding, aren't you?
No.
Keep it spinning?
Well, the draft made it dry unevenly.
Even though he had it going the whole time we were.
I thought that was a joke.
Yeah.
The mascot that
During
drives.
lunch.
So we'll forgive him if
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does have it, doesn't he? Oh, look.
So when you're joining that, are you,
So what I'm doing is I'm pushing down, so throwing down over the joint, and then I'll throw back up over it.
You throw up.
It's a little like the glazes.
I'll throw up all over it.
That's a
Pre-etching, yeah.
When he said ugly pot, he meant it.
So I'll have a flared top on this one. Quite a lot of clay up here. So I'm kind of colouring as I pull this up. Just nice and slow, because I don't want to put too much stress on that joint.
We're all scared to make a sound in case something goes wrong.
Pretty quiet. Just thought there's water at the bottom there. It's a better idea to do that before you close it up. So I'm going to collar this and bring this up a little bit higher. So I'm not worrying too much about this chunky top at the moment, because I'll torch this and then work on the top once that's dried off a little.
Is there a reason why you're leaving it flared out like that, Matt, when you're planning on doing the little needle nose thing?
No, I'm going to have a flared top on this.
Oh, you are going to have flared?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to go the other way.
Only because I've got quite a lot of clay here. I don't want a pointy top up here.
I do, actually. That would be nice.
What's that?
Now, is this about as large of a piece as you could put in your kiln?
I've gone up to about 30 inches, I think. So this is, what, 9, 10, 11, 12 pound. I have made a 32 pound pot. That's my biggest pot. So that was probably kind of that size, I'd say. It was a lot rounder. I was a lot braver. I didn't have 30 people watching me. That out just a bit, just with the ribs supporting it underneath.